Hello everyone, my name is Duran, and welcome to The Way You Roll, episode 5! Yeah! We made it this far, nobody's died yet. It's emphasis on the yet. Unfortunately this week, Katie's not able to join us. She is in another state. But let's go like we usually go around. Everybody's gonna introduce their characters. If you haven't, if this is your first episode, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for sitting right here at the edge of the table and joining us. Okay, let's go.
Today was brought to you by the letter W.
For a waypoint.
Ah, clever.
I love this already.
All right. My name is Ahmet. I will be playing the dwarven bard named Urist Bronzebottom.
My name is Michael Banks, and I'll be playing the turtle monk, Kerma Way.
My name is Marty. I'll be playing the rogue, Lucky. That's all you got.
I'm Eric. I'm playing the human cook, Henrik. Cook.
Oh my God.
Definitely a cook.
The cook.
There's no way I'm not a cook.
There's no way he's a wizard who casts inflict
Raises the dead, but he's a cook.
Hi, my name is Nikki, and I'll be playing Anastasia,
Necrotic
the
damage.
human bard.
And for those who don't know, Katie is Legend,
The tiefling.
The tiefling
Fighter.
She's
She's a
normally
barbarian
here,
fighter.
but again, she is away
Died.
right now.
She
Hey,
died.
Kate, if you're watching, hey, from
Katie!
here.
Katie, if you're here,
Hey,
we love
love
you.
you.
Way to
You're
skip
not
out on
watching.
work.
Oh my! And my name is Duran, and I play literally everybody else in this campaign.
Yay.
So we're up to episode. Oh, nice. We're up to episode 2 of the.
Episode 2 of the what?
What is
Of
that?
the arc.
Oh, he made a bougie name for this.
Why you
one.
gotta-
haven't
why you
on
gotta do
TV.
that?
Yeah, of the arc I'd like to call Stagecoach Shakedown.
That's
This is
right.
part
I
2.
forgot about that.
Last time on The Way You Roll, our adventurers started off on their adventure, and about a couple hours down the road, just certain that they were just attacked by a bunch of bandits that were all named Jerry.
Jerry and the Jerrys.
Jerry and the Jerrys, the bandits for hire. They were able to stop all of them, and unfortunately, they weren't able to save all of them and
'Cause
save
somebody
someone
Any of
Murdered
any of them.
one of them.
We have the clip on Twitch,
Oric.
so you can watch that. But it was
and your
pretty
vomit?
insane. So I'm just gonna set the scene, and then you got. It's pretty much almost like directly like minutes after, probably like less than 30 seconds after the stabbing just occurred. So let me
And
set
the
the scene for
vomit.
you.
Don't forget the vomit.
Don't forget my vomit.
Oh yeah.
The natural 20 vomit.
Yeah. The nat 1 vomit that killed him.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry. JK.
So let's start with this. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming, and just a few seconds ago, you guys finished killing off the last Jerry bandit.
You say you guys, but
You
it's
guys.
really just one of us.
He's the
what-
DM. Shut up.
No questions asked. So
There was a question.
there was
Let's be-
there are
let's
very.
be fair.
I'm sure there are many questions that are
No,
going to be
she
asked.
asked a question and then killed it.
Let's just go directly right into that scene.
Can we just recap for a second?
Yeah.
Just moments ago, Anna has murdered our only captive prisoner.
And at 1 hit point, Ernst came in and
Yelled at him.
accidentally regurgitated vomit.
And kill them.
Yeah, I actually did that.
Yeah, if he had vomited on this fellow without her stabbing him in the heart, he would have been
Through
fine.
his business card, no less.
Yeah.
I missed the heart, but I tried.
Okay, let's get directly into this though. Let's.
So there's a lot of questions about what she's doing right now and how this is gonna work out. But let's.
So I step back from the moments ago of me of just watching Ernst regurgitate, and as I'm just watching the vomit just spew, I just clean my sword.
And the Jerry body kind of falls to the floor, and there's like a small puddle that's kind of just like forming as he just, without moving, is just on the floor. It's like now it's like kind of a combination between like vomit and blood, as he's just like on the floor. It's like a little bit of a splash. Yeah. So that's pretty much what that is. You guys are pretty much sitting like, you guys after your fight, you guys kind of pulled over the stagecoach to the side. Cadence is still sitting inside this. Actually, she's like clung to Lucky, who was trying to console her and trying to see what kind of damage control you guys could have done.
Minimize the trauma.
She has Nikolai like really close by to her still, and she kind of has like an iron grip on you. Her face is like directly into Lucky, so she can't see anything that you guys are doing, but she still obviously can hear. So yeah, the stagecoach after your fight still has an arm attached to it after Legend cut off that arm. That's still like with an eye still holding on to the thing. Other than that, the stagecoach is in a pretty good condition still. Just a couple scratches and the horses seem to also be doing pretty well.
I get on top of the stagecoach where like the coachmen sit, area on the bench, and as I walk up to the stagecoach top to come up onto it, I use my rapier and I quickly like tap on the arm that's still hanging, very Beowulf style, iron fist and everything. Someone should get rid of that. Yes, yeah. Not me though, of course. And my rapier away and I climb up top.
I didn't realize you were squeamish after you just impaled that innocent man that we captured.
To each and every.
At this point, Urist, since he just murdered a man by his own vomit due to his blatant alcoholism, at this point, it's safe to say that after that huge fight we had, that he's done for, and he pretty much passes out.
Inside the...
On top of the guy that we just murdered.
So pretty much all you guys like look at you pretty much see Anna get on top, and all you hear is like another like a smack like a splat as like Urs like falls on top of him. And remember, Urs with that natural one pretty much thought that he got all the information he needed from that conversation, and he's looking pretty good, pretty happy on top of that Jerry body.
All right, now let's. Stuff happens, right, guys? But we gotta keep moving. We got a job to do. I pick up Ernst. Kerma, can you tie the extra horses from the other carriage to the back of ours? Lucky's staying there with Cadence.
I cut them loose already, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, the horses are gone.
Yeah.
The horses kind of just kept running.
What destroyed?
Oh, well.
The reason why we caught him was because I cut the
But
horses.
did his horse run away?
No, I think I'm gonna say there's one horse left.
All right. And I kind of just toss Ernst into our cart.
The stagecoach kind of like rocks a little bit as you like chuck him in there.
Kerma cannot handle this, so he takes out his trusty pipe and he smokes his addleweed, and he gets back in the cart.
All right.
Without doing anything with the horse.
I'm gonna also tie the horse to the back of our cart,
And I'm gonna put Urus in a nice, comfortable spot up against the window.
and then I'm guessing I'm gonna also get on the top.
And Legend also gets in with you guys inside the stagecoach.
I am not actually smoking anything. There's no smoke coming out of it.
Yeah, say.
Right now.
Not yet.
We're not.
Stay away from substances, children.
Personal safety announcement.
Lucky, what are you doing?
I'm still in shock silence of what the hell just happened.
Lucky.
Just saw a guy get killed by vomit. It's a first.
Lucky,
But I guess
are you actually going to come with us?
I'm in the
He's in-
carriage.
Oh wait, because you're saying that you were in shock still.
But I've always been in the carriage.
God damn it. I thought it was
No, I guess I kind of just
Wait.
put Cadence on the seat next to her and just kind of still,
Okay, so
Make sure
if
she's not,
you're inside the
traumatized.
cart and you're inside the cart and you guys are inside the cart, then who's driving
No,
the
I'm on
cart?
top.
Oh,
So
okay.
is Nikki.
Also, the
Nikki's
cart
also
can
fine.
drive itself.
Yeah,
True.
So.
but you guys always said you wanted someone up there.
Well, he was the one. We already agreed that he would be taking us along his smuggler's route.
Right, but I don't trust a child around you people now.
Hmm?
I'm just saying.
He'll just look out the window and tell us when we're there.
I'm not sure it's gonna look like that actually, but.
Okay,
Or-
and with that, you guys kind of start on your way. You guys are making your way back down the road again.
Is there any journeying music for us? I'm on the road
have two
again.
bards.
You guys can start singing a song. You guys have 2 bards with you. Like,
Well, one bard at the moment.
you guys have one
Yeah,
bard.
I'm up for the count right now.
He's passed out.
I
you're on
actually
top of the cart.
technically have a little flute with me, but I wasn't able to get a flute like before this round yet.
Okay.
Technically, in my inventory, there is a flute.
Okay. So I mean, you could do a performance check and see if it's good.
Oh no.
First roll of the night, guys. Performance check.
I'll just roll this d20, right?
Yeah. In performance.
7.
If you have any modifiers.
I thought that was a 1 for a second.
I have no modifiers for
It's
this.
a 7.
It's not the worst thing everybody in the card has ever heard, but it's something. It's a couple of sharp notes in there, but
It gets a little flat at some point.
yeah, it gets flat at some point.
I was so excited to get into this, and I have no idea what to do now because I just remembered we just murdered someone 30 seconds ago. That's out of character, obviously.
So, why did you just stab that man through the heart?
Oh, you two are like by yourself on top,
Yeah,
right?
we're-
Okay.
yeah. He was useless. He had no information. And what of that?
No, I was curious.
Meanwhile, inside the car, what on earth just happened out there? She murdered that man for no good reason.
Okay, I'm not the only one who was a little freaked out by that. All right.
She's insane. We need to have her detained.
Jesus. Can we just have some eyes on her at all times for the future at least?
I'm stressed out from all of this.
Stress.
Caden's kind of just like it's like
Yeah,
still,
just like-
it's like
still
still
petting her
like
head.
really close to. She goes. Do you guys know how many more times it's gonna happen?
Hopefully not many more. I can't.
She's like.
I would like to judo chop the little. I'd like to give the little girl a small herb that puts her immediately to sleep.
Yeah, and I kind of push it away because no drugs for children. Stay in school.
She's incredibly stressed.
I'm not the only one who caught that, right?
Yeah, he's trying to jug a child.
Trying to drug a child.
I'm a turtle.
So,
Well.
She's a human child. I don't care about her rights.
which is why I push it away.
I'm gonna give the little girl this. I'm just gonna shove it in her mouth.
And
She's
I'm
going
gonna
to
pat it
sleep.
away. I'm gonna swat it away every time you try.
I'm gonna do the just a contest between you two guys. Just
Are we gonna roll?
yeah, roll
You should definitely roll.
Roll
What
to
are we
stop
rolling
What are we
Kaden from
rolling
getting
for?
fucking high.
Strength.
Strength.
Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Okay,
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not
you're
gonna
gonna
sneak
lose
now.
this.
Wait,
Let's go
wait,
sleight
Sleight
of
of hand
hand.
versus perception.
Okay, sleight of hand versus perception.
Can I do
Well,
sleight
I'm
of hand
not
and take
being
it out of his
sneaky
hand?
though. I'm forcing
Oh.
it in her mouth.
Right, and can I do
Oh,
sleight of
then
hand and
that's
take it?
strength.
Can I do sleight of hand
Then
and
he
take
could
it out
do-
of his mouth?
that would work.
Okay.
So strength and sleight of hand.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh no, he got the book.
3 versus
14.
14.
Plus
So-
I
7.
I have a
so.
3.
Okay, so what
So
happened?
you smacked it.
I
Yeah, yeah, so-
literally take it out of your hand.
You kind of see like Kermit just lean forward and you're like, don't do it. Like in your mind you're like, don't do it. And you see him like take the herb out and like towards her and you're like, no. And it falls to the ground and she's just like, now she's like looking at Kermit like, what? Like as shocked as a little 10-year-old girl can be is the state of Cadence right now.
I'm gonna say to Cadence, I see we have some squeamish companions, so I'm just gonna give you a little extra puff. But I'm just gonna smoke her out right there.
And I just cover her face as
What?
much as I can because you're a fucking weirdo.
It's going in your face now.
Korma. Please stop.
I mean, I'm not the one running around murdering people.
But you are trying to get a 10-year-old child.
Meanwhile, outside
Meanwhile.
the car!
I love these transitions.
So, Henrik, have you actually heard of my family?
Yes, I have. Lords of Sutton, I believe.
Yes.
You have 4 brothers, 2 of which are married.
Yeah.
2 part of the guard.
Yeah.
I believe 14 generations your family's ruled there.
Yes.
But we are not hearing any
Were
of
you
this.
a cook? Did you
You're
actually
actually
serve in
awesome.
a cook in our kitchen?
I don't know any.
Not in your kitchens.
Where were you?
Well, I think that's more of an information trade.
And
maybe
what do you want in return?
Maybe you tell me what a nobleman's daughter is doing so far from home. I'll tell you how I know about your family.
I'll have to think on that.
How about this?
Stands.
What are you two doing up there?
Driving.
It's an automated cart! What do you mean driving? I
Driving.
pulled this earlier with the cat man. Try to get information out of him.
Hey, Catman's an offensive word. I'm kidding. No.
Oh, Karma's just gonna take a nap. He's so frustrated.
With all the smoke that he's putting into the thing, like Caden's kind of just like rolls down the window.
I'm hotboxing the carrot.
I'm gonna.
What are you laughing? You're a 500-pound turtle.
Legend, can you do me a favor and open the hatch?
Yeah, the you want to open the top hatch?
I gotta ask Legend to do it.
Oh yeah, Legend kind of like, yeah, she like nods and like, and like the whole thing's like, boom. You guys hear from like obviously it's like just a big like iron like hatch just like falls over.
Chimney smoke comes out.
Do we see the smoke?
If you guys turn around, yeah, you guys is definitely gonna see smoke.
I turn
That's
around.
not even a perception check. Like that's like out of doubt.
What is happening down there?
Karma's smoking.
Connor, if you're gonna do that, can you please do it outside?
Please.
Can I roll persuasion to get him to go upstairs?
What?
Can I try and persuade him to go upstairs?
Yeah, you could do.
I roll persuasion.
What can I roll against that? Because I don't want to go out.
Well, it's a 1, so never mind.
You kind of go like, hey,
can't-
Karma, you
oh.
wanna
Wait, we have to keep in mind that I cannot. Everyone else can jump through the roof and climb up. I can't.
Yeah.
We have to stop the car.
I didn't
true.
realize that.
We have
Yeah,
to
you
stop
pretty
the
much
car.
ask him to go through the hole in the roof, and he just looks at you like, do you know how big I am? Like he looks at you with a deadpan face, like,
Bruh.
do you know who I am?
Fair enough.
I just light my pipe back.
At this point, there's so much smoke in the carriage that Urus starts coughing and waking up.
Oh, Lord. What an nap that was. Where are we?
I still have risen root. Remember from the beginning?
Yep, you
Yeah.
still have that.
Kurma has an innate knowledge of herbs and plants, so I have access to this plant called risen root, as well as the addling root. But the risen root does the pretty much opposite effect, and it kind of makes you a little bit more alert, and it's mostly good for getting rid of hangovers. So I'm just going to give him a little bit more of the risen root.
Aye.
Shove it in his mouth.
Thank you, Kerman. Boy, you turtles really know where to get your stuff from, if you know what I'm saying.
Cadence kind of looks towards Lucky, says, can we just come outside?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
And so
I help Cadence
yeah,
out
you
of the
hit
hatch
yeah
and I
to
jump up after.
and I'm not. It's only space for you two on that like that captain's chair, but like
Just on
this
the
the
roof.
cart is moving like I'm gonna say like less than 5 miles an hour. So for them to just sit on the edge and just like breathe in fresh air is definitely possible. So just so you guys are aware, it's 4 people on top of him.
What, Lucky? What was happening in there?
Korma.
She goes,
Just,
Cadence like smoke,
just oh.
and just
my
like that,
God.
like she says smoke, and like more smoke comes out, like a big puff of smoke.
Oh my God.
I honestly didn't know a turtle could smoke that much that fast.
It's just-
Transition.
Oh, let me tell you something. I really got good information out of that one, the last guy. He said, what did he say?
He didn't say a thing. She stabbed him and you threw up in his mouth.
No! I could have sworn I convinced him that I'd kill him unless he told me everything he knew. He said his band of thieves were all named Jason?
I thought it was Jacob.
Jacob?
Maybe I had too much to drink.
No, I'm just talking for myself.
Perception check for you 3.
Sure.
Oh, wait,
The window's open, so can I also do a perception check?
No, if you're leaning out.
Well, I'm smoking the addling root too. This is bad.
Is there like something that happens that when you
The addling root addles your brain to relax.
What is it with this
What's
eye?
happening?
what's the rolls, guys?
A 1.
7.
And
And a 19.
and a
God.
19.
Thank God someone rolled well. I'm distracted by the smoke.
You guys, you don't Yeah, you kind of squint, and like as you squint, it just gets more and more blurry, and you don't know why you continue to squint, but you think it's supposed to work, but it's really not. Anna, you actually do see what look like guards coming the other way.
In front of us?
Yeah, they're
Guards.
yeah, they look like almost like 100 yards down the road, and they look like like you guys are taking about like the size of the stagecoach, taking up like half the road. These guys with their like everything that's behind them, it looks like lines of guards, and then like a bigger stagecoach. It looks like it's taking up like the entire road. So they're like slowly making their way towards you guys.
Okay. I do absolutely nothing.
Can I see? I got a 7. Am I able to see anything?
Yeah, well,
What'd you roll?
yes.
A 7.
You can see them in a distance. You
Sorry.
can tell like just from the regalia, like their shiny armor. You can like tell if they're kind of regal, but that's about it. Yeah, you don't see anything.
So I turn to Candace and the boys. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh, Godsman.
No, it's a tree.
That what? Are you blind?
It's right. It's a tree.
I do see it, Anna. Don't worry.
Okay.
Should we drop Cadence back into the
Yeah, I would be
carriage?
very. Yes, please.
Alright.
At this point, Kermit
I'm gonna-
is sleeping.
Nikolai's gonna come up onto the roof with me.
Okay.
Alright, Cadence, why don't you go back down and open every window you can?
And she like nods and like kind of just like slowly like, and the legend kind of helps her back down into her seat, and she just like without hesitation like kind of just barely in the small pocket of window she has, she like runs to like every window, and with Legend's help she like opens every window.
I turn to Lucky and I go, Lucky, how well known are you for being you?
Depends on the community. Among guards, not at all.
Okay, that's fine. I just don't want them passing by and having any issues spotting you.
I'm pretty sure it's hard not to spot me as a cat.
That's
person.
pretty fair. I was talking about the ladder.
I
yes.
understand, and no, it should be fine. Don't
Okay,
worry.
great. Just wanting to know if your reputation precedes you.
Do have a question though. I saw
What?
you heal Auric before. Any chance I can get that? I'm rather hurt right now, as I got chopped by an axe and no one offered to heal me, and I'm very hurt.
Who did I heal?
I think
Someone healed someone.
You
I
healed
thought-
her.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
this guy
healed
healed.
hers.
But
Oh.
I do have healing.
I
but
thought.
that's
Oh, sorry. I
just-
thought it was her. My fault.
That's just you need healing.
Mabi.
They're
Never
like-
mind.
they're
Mr.
like
Cook.
badly fucked
They're like
up
50
you look.
yards.
Pretty
away right now.
bad. That's a third of my
What's your
health.
max hit points?
I think it's like 38.
You probably should have written
I probably should have. I forgot to.
Yeah.
that.
36. I'm sorry.
What did I heal?
Like,
Wait, what about your 2d4 potions?
he doesn't have.
Go ahead. Yeah. I just got here.
Oh, I don't know.
Only
what
people
Yeah,
from
he
the
never
old-
got those. He never got.
Oh,
that
we got
gift
them from
bag.
Merrill?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys got that gift bag in the beginning of the first arc.
So, with Lucky saying that, I'll just
Remember?
and I hand him one of the health potions that I have.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
I'd love to heal you, but as we might have more trouble on our hands,
Not a problem.
might need it for something else.
Yeah, I'd rather
I
save.
Yeah,
might
my
need it
spell
for
spell.
myself.
I'd rather save
They're
my
about
spell
like
slot.
Surely
they're about
something like
25 yards away now.
You're gonna die.
No, I'm not.
I'd like to use detect thoughts
Okay.
on who just
What?
who? No. I'd like to use detect thoughts on just like one of the more prominent, more guards, or like someone who just looks more like higher up in the rank among the guards that are walking.
Yeah. There is a person like kind of standing there with like a kind of like a flag kind of thing.
Can we see the flag?
It's kind of just a colored like a blue and a blue
banner?
And, yeah, just a banner kind of thing.
Can we recognize it at all?
Perception check for people on top of the.
Are you
Would
guys
it be
not gonna
history?
notify any of
Wait,
us
would it
about
be history?
this?
Solid.
Yeah, history.
2 plus 5 is 7. Again.
What is it? What check is it?
History.
A history check.
I have no idea what it is.
Okay.
12.
23.
I got no.
23.
Children 19.
20.
She knows everything about this claim.
Okay. Anna, you definitely recognize it as like a different noble family. It's not like royalty, but this person, this family kind of has enough money to be able to afford this kind of protection, moving from one city to another. The cart that you see like that's behind all the guards, it's just pretty much like a bigger version of your cart. It's armored. It looks very lavish.
Will we
Very.
be able to
But I-
pass each other on the road if we're already taking a path?
No, they're taking up the whole road.
Oh, okay.
They're about like 10 meters away. No,
So
I'm
I
gonna say
still
10 yards away.
Yeah, I still want to use detect thoughts on one of the guards.
Oh, thank you for the subscription.
That way. Well, that
Oh,
was-
we'll talk about that later.
Follow.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Yay!
Okay. So.
Roll for
I
thanks.
definitely want
20.
to do a detect thoughts on one of the guardsmen just to
Okay.
see what they're thinking,
Yeah.
and it's a concentration up to 1 minute,
Okay.
and it's just blatant. What are you thinking?
Okay.
It's I initially learned the surface thoughts of the creature, what's most on its mind in the moment, and as an action, I could shift my attention to the creature's thoughts or attempt to probe even deeper into the same person's mind.
Okay.
So I'm just
So-
gonna just
Roll.
okay,
Yeah. You can just roll.
right?
It'll help you guys still don't even know.
It does. There's no
But
save.
he's passed
There's
out.
no save. It's
You
just,
just woke
no.
up.
It's just
Yeah.
so,
It just works.
It just works.
works.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it just automatically works. I just tell you.
And then you can reverse it in the back.
Yeah, you can just get the surface thoughts. It's a
Yeah.
wisdom save if you want to go deeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
So
want to have the surface.
pretty much the surface thoughts are I just have to get this. As soon as I'm done with this job, I could just go home. His thoughts are pretty much just I'm just transporting this person from talks to all the way back to another city that I didn't think of. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and ask. Should we kind of pull over out of their way because they're kind of taking up the whole road?
No.
Don't show fear.
Not fear, respect.
They will have to tell us to move over, honey.
Okay, they're about like 20 feet away, and like they don't look signs of stopping.
I'm
As,
gonna like kind of puff up a little bit and sit there like I'm kind of looking tough.
How much time has gone by? Can we get like a rest between this?
Yeah, we're about to.
Give us a second.
I'm sleeping, so I'm resting right now.
Apparently, we're gonna fight an entire brigade of guards.
No, we're not. No, please don't. Hopefully not.
That's on you, Miss Murderer.
And time to roll for
I can
initiative.
kill one.
Um,
I can get a guaranteed kill on one of them.
Oh my
He's
god.
a maniac.
Said the cook.
Said
Okay.
the cook.
Food poisoning.
So the guard in the front says, we recommend you just move over. We're not gonna be able to stop this cart.
Can I cast guidance on her?
Okay.
What
does
the
this do?
What does that do?
What spell?
You touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number to one ability check. So
Okay.
if you want to make any rolls, you get a d4.
She was
One.
so offended. You're gonna guide me somewhere.
Should've
Gonna
done
guide
that.
me off the cart.
He should have done
I
it
use
on
the
me.
control mind.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm gonna roll for intimidation. It's pretty much.
We should move it.
Yeah, they're not. The guy doesn't look that intimidating, but he still has like quite a lot of people behind him.
You guys, a lot of
We
people.
should just follow along. These are gods. We shouldn't mess with them.
Agreed. Can we please move over?
Yeah, of
Crap.
course. And I motioned to try to stop.
Yeah.
I kind of huff like.
Yeah, it's kind of. You guys like just like
Outing cook.
the cart kind of like really like bobs around as you guys kind of move into like a rougher area. Yeah. And the guy kind of just like as he's passing you, and it's like lines of guards. And he kind of just looks at you, like gives you guys like a nod.
I wink at him.
What race are they?
Humans.
Like how you roll his eyes.
I
He went,
stare them
Never
down
mind.
like a football player would stare down like their opponents as they pass.
And we just got another subscriber.
We'll mention you by name as soon as we get into the
Announcements
intermission.
later on.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
I just give them all like the stare down.
Yeah, give me an intimidation roll.
Oh, fuck.
I wanna
You're
see-
giving a stare down. The cook.
Yeah. The cook.
Cook the cook.
Cook. Henrik.
Henrik the cook.
Cook the cook.
17.
Yeah,
Die
he's like
Kuchenmeister.
he kind of sees that wink. He's like, and then like does like this awkward look because he doesn't know how to deal with women. And then he kind of sees that glare that you're like shooting at, like daggers in your eyes, and he kind of just like looks away, like politely looks away. And it's just like lines of guards, and then just
I
big-
stare at all of them. I
Yeah,
glare
they
at
all kind of just like glance. They see like so pretty much what's happening is they see Anna. They're like, a woman, and then they see you right behind her. And says, well, that must be your boyfriend. And then, like, and they all just kind of like they're like, let me see how.
Is he older than me too?
Yeah, that's a 4. They're not even
vaulting
making eye contact with you.
Can we see like the actual like main carriage that the
Yeah, it's like I said, it's pretty much like a larger version of your main
with
character.
tinted windows and everything?
Yeah, pretty much tinted windows. And
Is it like
everything.
completely tinted? Can we see inside at all?
You pretty much just see like what used to be from your point of view like silhouettes of figures, but nothing like no one from the vision that you guys can see. There's nothing like nobody's like looking directly at you. They're kind of just like I had to we're just passing by kind of thing, and that's what happens. And this big like I'm gonna say entourage of guards, and that cart kind of just continue down their way, and you guys can make your way back. You guys actually also see just it's hard not to see just lines of guards and stuff like that.
I'm gonna realize now that I'm like falling asleep, and I'm gonna take some risen root for myself.
Sup?
I'm back.
Thanks, Bugs.
Oris, wake up.
I'm already awake. Where have you been?
I'm not sure.
Cadence kind of lets out like a giggle, and it's like she's like sitting opposite you guys, and she's trying to figure out like how you guys function on a normal basis. And she kind of giggles a bit as she like pulls out like a little. She does this thing where she opens up her bag and she goes and notebook and pencil and she's like she has like a little notebook and she's like writing down little like pretty much like little jots or little as good as a little 10-year-old can draw like little stick figures and stuff like that. And that's pretty much how that works. And that's pretty much the end of I'm gonna say like the end of the day phase. You guys
Thanks
made it
for watching,
past
guys.
what Lucky, you actually see this symbol.
Oh, I gotta go to my notes now.
Yeah, you gotta go to your notes.
Right. Oh, I did that.
That was very close.
I am slightly sorry. Very sorry, actually.
The entire system goes down.
The entire system goes down.
As the guards are passing by, I turn around and I wave at them, and I just like watch them in the distance as they fall away, and I'm like,
One of them kind of like looks back at you and then like continues on his way.
boys.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much hitting that where you see that symbol.
Alright, so
Yep.
I move to the front and I go, alright guys, this is the path up here.
With the fork in the road, like with.
No, it's not really
There's
fork in the road. You guys-
there's no like
it's
Alright.
What's happening?
pretty much how
I'm
this
fairly sure that is actually a tree.
and I'm fairly sure I know this path, so why don't we start slowing down so we can pull off.
So pretty much how this is looking for you guys is you guys are on the main road, and he's kind of leading you off a little bit more into the woods, based off I'm not gonna explain it for you since
Yeah,
it's kind of all
Can
you.
we all
Yeah.
role play being on the carriage right now?
On top?
Yeah, just moving. It gets
like
I
the
mean, you
subway.
guys are still in control of the cart, so I mean, like you guys.
Well, I
can
mean,
still-
because we kind of agreed to your way, we have to think. And
Does it look
Thank you,
creepy?
man.
fuck you.
It's the sun is like surely setting right now, and it looks kind of creepy. But I mean, if you walk in, if you're like riding into
Forest at
any
night.
woods at night, it's pretty.
You're down below, so you have no choice in this.
So wait a minute,
Sorry.
wait a minute. We can see everything though. The windows are open.
You can see the
Wow.
sides, you can't see up front.
Thanks for the other sub.
Thanks.
Hey!
We'll let you do my name later.
Back to the game.
Yeah!
Don't stab your new subscriber.
Thank you, please.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh god.
Not if you don't subscribe for 2 months. Threats. Okay. So what are you saying?
I just wasn't saying anything.
Okay. Cool.
He was being
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So has the carriage stopped?
No,
You
we
guys
slowed
are kind of
down.
like pulling into like
Yeah.
the woods now.
So it's getting a little bumpy.
Yeah, it's getting a lot more bumpy right now.
All right. So I'm gonna do a little another because I'm awake now.
Yeah.
What's going on up there?
We've turned down the path.
My long neck is gonna come out the window. What
How
path?
long is your neck?
I'm a turtle. Have you never seen a tortoise's neck?
Let me get a dexterity saving throw for you.
Dexterity.
Putting
I
his
really
neck
hope
out
he
the
Is
doesn't
the
window.
branch gonna come
breaks
out
his
and
neck
bite
on the
my
head.
head
Don't
off?
question the DM. Just do
Okay.
it.
Oh, for Pete's
right.
sake, this is absurd. 6.
I'm gonna go ahead and close the hatch. I'm kidding.
You actually get smacked directly in the face by a branch.
What's going on?
Wait, do I get hit
Okay.
because I'm on the top of it?
No, everybody else can also give me the 30 save.
No, yeah, no way. I'm on the I guess on the side getting smacked by branches, and everyone's sitting on top.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay.
What are the numbers?
13.
13.
Total 20.
19. No, total 19.
Oh,
19.
really?
What was your number one more time?
I got fucking 6.
You guys like, you hear him do the thing, and then he puts his head out, and he goes, and directly by a branch.
Oh!
I started dying last week.
You guys also see like, due to like this not being a path that you were supposed to take a giant stagecoach onto, there are branches, and it is a lot lower, and you guys kind of like kind of bob and weave a little bit as like branches are coming over.
So like you would say the carriage is a lot higher. When
Yeah,
we're sitting
it's
on top.
for in terms of you guys sitting on top, there's not much clear. If like you guys were to like stand up while you guys are on top, you definitely get hit by a lot more branches.
But there's definitely in a sitting spot where it's like kind of lower, isn't it?
Yeah,
so that
you guys
they
are
should
all-
be fine. It's
yeah.
really just me on the top of the freaking thing.
Were you standing up?
No, I was sitting down.
Okay, so then you're
But
good.
he still
Right,
has a
yeah,
good
right.
couple feet more clearance.
Yeah, you guys have.
That's what I'm saying.
you
Yeah,
guys have
they
a
should
little
be
bit of-
fine
yeah.
in general.
Wait a minute.
I like
Have we
random
checked the map yet?
No, you guys have the map.
Yeah, you can check it if
You
you,
guys
want.
have maps. I gave you a map. You said you wanted a map, and I did it for you.
Thanks, Ian.
Chris, can you put the map up?
I got it. Don't worry, we're
Guys,
good.
we have a map.
I got it, Chris. We're good.
It's on. No, that's you have a bigger, more colorful.
Chris.
If you're looking at the map right now, viewers, they're right now hitting the red path. That's Lucky's. Lucky's.
This is all in
trail.
black and white, guys. Don't worry.
Oh no, well, the color one. That
Yeah,
you
they
see.
have-
Where are we right now?
You guys are
I have it going.
right
Oh, you
there.
do?
Hitting
Yeah,
that
hang on a
path.
second.
Okay.
So we're going into this
I think
hidden.
dark
Yep.
one's the red
No,
path.
What are
Yeah.
these? Is that
Yeah.
my path?
Yeah,
Is that
no,
his
no.
path?
It's
This-
the normal one.
Yeah.
This curved
the,
one is his path, and then
Ah,
that's
yes, we
And
do.
that's
right
that
one is your
was where
path.
we were.
The lighter one's the red one.
Okay, awesome
Yeah.
sauce.
I
Wait,
beg to
we're in the
differ.
green one then, not the red one. Because ours is mine is the green one, isn't it?
No, squiggle is red.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so we're on the green one.
The lighter.
No,
We're on the
I
green
am
path.
green. You're red. Why would the nature character have a red?
You texted me last
path,
night saying it was
and
green,
the
so-
smuggler have a blood red
What a
have like a
dumb
green
argument.
path.
Semantics.
I'll find it. Don't worry.
All right.
But
so
I did
we are
think that the
traveling.
nature path would be a little more windy than the smuggler path.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Yeah. Either way, we're off the beaten path.
We're pretty much on the beaten path.
We're in the wilderness now.
Yep,
On the beaten path.
on the beaten path.
No, we're off the
Off-
beaten
off
path.
The beaten path is the main
We're
road.
in the
It's
little
beaten
bit
down.
of a beaten path.
We're discussing beaten path.
We're getting hit by trees.
We're getting smacked by trees. So it is a lot more rough now as you guys are making your way through this path.
What time is it?
It's pretty much, it's almost like sun. Like sun is like it's pretty much almost dusk.
Shouldn't we make camp
Yeah.
before sundown?
Lucky, you see the the one for camp.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and say,
we'll do that.
alright, let's look
Hint
to
of that.
set up camp so we have some daylight in the morning. It's gonna be a lot easier to travel this road.
Where? Here?
A little bit head over that way, yeah.
All right.
So it's just, start slowing down. You guys are at the horses. Pretty quick.
Pretty please.
Camp.
Okay, you guys. So I'm assuming you guys slow down.
Yeah, to a stop. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can.
And
Like a
just like
minute.
that,
I thought you were
have-
gonna tell him to get out of the way.
the
That was a good try.
I mean, set the scene for pretty much the night
the
phase for you guys. This is pretty much how like the whole campaign's gonna work. You guys are gonna go through a day phase and a night phase. How this is pretty much where you guys make camp, and then you guys can do whatever you want in terms of like taking shifts, or you guys also. I just want to give you guys the option. You guys can also continue to travel at night, but obviously that would come with its own set of difficulties and other things.
Exhaustion, and you would take a constitution. Thing
Yeah. So just so you know.
Just a quick question, which symbol is it? Is it this one or this one?
Karma rests when the sun rests.
So you guys actually, I'm assuming you guys make a spot, and you guys can create a campfire. As I have campfire.
I'm gonna cook a meal for everyone.
Yes.
I'm not eating anything. This guy's cooking.
I'm
You're
super
missing
excited.
Ooh.
You can eat your herbs.
What would everyone like for
What do you-
dinner tonight?
I don't know. What are you going to make?
Yeah, what do we have?
Well, I'll
Because-
have to see what we have in our. We've been provided.
You pretty much have like a lot. You could pretty much
Keep in mind, I have an
But I
herbalism.
mean, it's probably
kit.
mostly stuff that like doesn't perish. It's probably not meat.
Yes. Yeah. Pretty much.
I'd like some sushi.
Do you have an herbalism kit?
No.
Do you I think we could combine our efforts to make an even more delicious meal
So you
if
can just
I
make
gave
it
you some of my
pass out
herbs.
food.
That's probably true.
Make sure
I-
those herbs are not
What herbs
dry.
do you need? I'm sure I have them all.
Please do a
Oh, I
check
need.
before you do anything.
I offer
Yeah.
him my.
I need
delicious-
algood root. Do you have any algood root?
Of course I do.
Oh, of course.
Dried or
So I'm gonna
powdered?
make a stew.
Okay.
It's gonna have some potato in it. You know, some herbs in it.
Mhm.
No, I probably don't have any meat though. So, you know. we don't
Make
have
the
any-
cat man go hunt for meat.
Yeah, maybe I'll chop in some cured meat in there. You know, spice
Some of your
it up a little
ration,
bit.
your
Yeah,
ration
put
meat.
some of the
Yeah, that's
ration in
definitely
there.
that's
How
definitely.
late
not-
night is it?
It's
Sun just went down.
yeah, sun
Yes,
went,
it
just
just
went
went
down,
down,
so I'm gonna say like it's a good summer night.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
Is it dusk?
yeah, it's dusk already. You guys kind of just like you guys parked your cart onto like a spot that Lucky told you guys to stop at.
Yeah.
And Cadence kind of pops out and she kind of just like and she kind of like pulls your like Hendrix robe. So what you cooking?
Well, I'm cooking a stew,
Oh.
and you see, like, as I'm cooking, you see, Nikolai's, peeling some stuff and handing it to me.
She goes, whoa! Like just the sound of
Chop,
like
chop, chop, chop.
adorableness. This only sound that comes out of her mouth as pretty much she's kind of like sticking by your side, just like intently watching on what you guys are doing. So, what are you doing, Ernest? The cart has stopped and pretty much you guys have made a campsite for yourself.
Oh,
I guess after. Oh, sorry, because you referenced Ernest, and I'm just speaking because I'm just being a pain in the ass. Keep going.
Yes. Did we decide upon whether we were going to do a rotational system?
No, you guys haven't done that.
yeah, Michael. So Urst will plop down onto a log by the campfire, and he's gonna take out his guitar.
Oh no.
And he's gonna start playing a song for everyone.
I think you should be careful with that after you told us that last story.
Oh, that story was.
Based on a true one. We all experienced it, except our
What story is that?
2 new friends. Yeah.
You know what? I think it's better left unsaid.
Ernest killed someone.
No, we didn't.
Oh.
As soon as
I
you
mean,
say that, like
technically-
Cadence kind of just like now she's like
I wanna. I'm gonna turn to Cadence and say, I'm gonna like take her kind of off to the side while he's playing, but he can continue playing.
okay.
But keep an eye on Cadence. Like just.
I wanna talk to Cadence.
I'm just gonna go and do like a perfect.
Burn me in the forge. Burn me in the fire. Burn me in the forge. So I can get higher. Burn me in the mountain. Burn me in the valley. Burn me all the time. And it's basically that.
And I'm assuming that song continues. Yeah. Woo! You hear your grace and I go, whoa! No, not yet.
Doesn't he have like someone following him?
No, not yet.
He's been stalking us
He's
this whole
been
time.
secretly, from his point of view, the whole time he's just been sprinting behind her. And every single shot, looking down the road, it's just him. Like, following. No, not yet.
Is
not
it
yet.
Jerry?
No, it's not a Jerry. It's not a Jerry. So you said you were gonna do a
I'm just
quick
doing do a
yeah.
perimeter check.
Give me a perception check.
17.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty quiet night, honestly. Just you hear like the normal sounds that you expected to hear. What's happening with you and Cadence?
Well, I was just gonna talk to her. So, I was like, so what happened today was kind of scary, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, those people were trying to attack us, so we had to defend ourselves. And I mean, that's why we were hired to bring you, because the people that hired us wanted to make sure you stayed protected.
Yeah.
And all I can say is we are very good at our jobs, so you can trust us that we will keep you protected.
Honestly, is there a role for?
It's like persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna go terribly.
What
Say
is-
it.
Natural 20.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Natural 20.
Hey.
The first natural 20 of the
That's my
day. She actually, like, at the start of the story, when you start, like, we had to, like, defend you and kind of stuff like that, she still seems kind of somber. But, like, when you really say, like, we're really good at our job, it's just, like, a bunch of, the moon is kind of, like glowing pretty bright tonight, and you can just see, like, a smile appear on her face. And she looks really happy that you were actually able to, like, talk to her about this, because obviously she's only, like, a 10-year-old girl in kind of this crazy situation that she's found herself in. And she smiles and she kind of gives you, like, a little hug and goes, thanks. And I guess, I don't know if you want to do anything with her. Yeah, you guys kind of
I'll
just
give her like a pat on the head,
yeah. You're just like,
and I'll go make sure the food's done.
yeah, and she kind of follows you, and she takes us. I'm gonna assume there's like the site that is safe to camp. It's kind of like it's already been in.
Yeah.
So there's like already like a pit
Ring of-
kind of set. Yeah. And she kind of like sits on the log, and not really. So the thing is, she doesn't really look like she cares. Like if her dress gets kind of dirty, she kind of just like plops down on the log right next to Legend, and like kind of like watches it like her like kind of like sharpen her axe and stuff like that.
I'd like to do a perception check since my just knowledge of the wilderness seems to be the highest.
Okay.
Does it? What's
Yeah.
your age?
What? Ooh, I got a 16.
16.
Yeah.
In terms of just normal wilderness, you don't really hear anything that's kind of out of the sorts. The campfire is kind of just like.
Does this seem like a place that has been used before multiple times?
Oh yeah, it looks like it has been used multiple times before. The fact that like when Lucky said to pull over and like this is like a good spot, like when he said that, there's already like a pit kind of set up and like there's like a ring which is like logs, like for people just to
How
sit down.
recently was this used?
Before he started the campfire, I'm gonna say like 5 or 6 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Nothing like if you're thinking like a few minutes ago before you guys got here. No,
there's no smoldering
no.
ashes.
No, that whoever put out the fire was very conscious about.
Like rain has come and gone.
Yeah,
since
rain has
then,
come and gone and
so
kind of
it's
thing.
gone.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you, Lucky, that in case any of your gang member friends had any ideas,
Listen,
that they'd better watch their backs.
listen.
and
The
their
word
fronts.
gang I used was not meant as an actual gang. Alright, I'm part of a guild.
Of smugglers. That's called a gang.
You got me there, but they're good guys. Alright, I promise you, we're very legit on this path.
You are
We are
very
good
legit in your smuggling.
Yes,
activity.
I am. It is actually a very profitable job.
What's your
And-
guild called?
Aye, what is it called?
Who founded it?
Give me a couple of minutes to think of that. I did not. Who founded it?
Poke. Cadence kind of is like sitting in between as you guys are talking, and she just sees the big stick just kind of like. She's like,
We're called the Crescent Moons.
and straighten up.
Roll for initiative. No.
The stick.
We're the Crescent Moons. It was founded by our leader, Jerry, ironically.
No.
No association to Jerry and the Jerrys. He is probably one of the best men I know. He picked me up when I was struggling for a while.
Child labor violations.
No. No, not at all.
Cadence kind of looks at you and goes, "What are you writing?"
I was already an adult when he found me. Calm down with that, Korma.
Oh, so you
Says-
aren't a kitten.
Imagine Lucky is a kid, you know?
Lucky, I thought Lucky
Ah.
was a kitten.
And,
I'm
like,
sorry. Did that hurt?
No.
I'm not sorry.
Cadence kind of giggles along a little
What?
bit as well as everybody's kind of poking fun at you.
Wait,
What's going on?
do young of your kind, yes, the young
My
ones.
kind.
Yes, of course, your kind. Are they like kittens? Are they like tiny, like kittens?
Kind of.
Kind of? What do you mean, kind of? Yes or no?
They're not actual kittens. They're much like human babies with kitten-like features, I
It's
guess.
so adorable.
It is very adorable,
Oh
yes.
my god.
It is very adorable, yes.
Very fun.
No one has ever seen a baby turtle.
I find that very hard to believe.
Cadence kind of looks and goes, how?
Come up, we don't
How do you,
care.
how do you guys even?
Well, we didn't ask if baby turtles look like kittens.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't-
when two
No, do
turtles
they?
love each other,
Turtles
very
are
I didn't
very
ask how they were
small.
made.
Continue.
You're not really pretty. You're kind of ugly.
Do have a question, Korma. You said there are very few of your
That's kinda
kind.
rude.
How many
That's
exactly are
pretty
there?
fair. I prefer
What?
kittens.
You said there are very few of your kind. How many exactly are there?
I'd reckon between
He's counting all of this.
Probably minusing a couple numbers.
37 and 98. It depends on whether you consider
Cadence is like,
turtles that have gone through specific lifetime and geographic
I take a
changes
stick
in
on the
them.
ground and I throw it at Kerma. Just like a little like took. We don't need to hear your life story.
Fuck missile.
wait, what?
No, he could deflect the missile.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to do that?
please.
Are you gonna roll?
No, I'm not gonna deflect this twig that she tossed at me like in a jest. Even though I would have gotten technically that would have been a 19.
It's
but
in
whatever.
jest.
That'd be great.
Technically that would have cut her throat.
Can we please talk about an alternate timeline where she throws a stick and he goes, not today, and like deflects it just with a nat 20, like smacks her in the face.
Stabs her in the
Okay.
throat.
So yeah, the night is pretty calm and quiet. I'm sure it doesn't take too long to create like a stew.
Yeah.
And Cadence is kind of like happily like eating stew with everybody, and it's a really nice calm night. We're gonna take a quick break, guys.
Oh.
Because we're gonna end at, I know you guys have to end at 10, so I want to give like an hour still. We're gonna be back in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 5
Faster,
minutes,
yeah,
guys.
'cause we have-
When we're back, we're gonna say thank you by name to all the subscribers and followers. Thank you so much. We're gonna be back in a little while.
Yay!